Hello everyone, this is Dr. O. In today's video, I will be walking you through a simple and efficient way to download stock prices using Excel. Let's get started. We first open an empty Excel sheet and enter the parameters. Well, the parameters are going to be the stock name, start date, and end date. Okay, the stock is going to be Apple. Start date is going to be January 4th, 2021. And end date is going to be today, so that it will change every single time you open the Excel sheet. Okay, so we are ready to start. The only thing we need to change here is the Apple text. So we should change this Apple text to a stock price by using the data on the toolbar. And then after that, click on stock. It's going to convert this text to proper stock with its ticker. Okay, so it's going to be Apple Inc. with the ticker AAPL. Okay, so now we are ready to use the stock history command. Stock history equals stock history. It's going to ask us a couple of parameters. So the first one is the stock name. So I'm going to pick B1 here for the stock name, which is Apple. And then it asks start date, which is January 4th, 2021. And then end date, which is today, B3. And then a couple of parameters related to the appearance of the data set. So the first one is the frequency. So what is the frequency of our data set? Is it daily, weekly, or monthly? I will be using daily. That's why I picked 0. The other one is if we want titles in the columns, I want to see the instrument identifier with the column name. So it's going to be 2, comma. This might be a little confusing, so you will see it again in the next parameter entry. So I want to see the dates, so I will pick 0 here, and then comma, you will see it again. This time I will pick close, which means that I want to see the close prices of Apple stocks. I first picked date, and then I picked close, which is the close price. So if you close the parentheses and then hit enter, so you will see the stock prices of Apple with the proper titles. The only thing I need to mention is since the stock market is not closed today, if you scroll down, you will not be seeing today's price at the end. It's yesterday. And then other than that, everything is proper and okay. You might wonder how to do this with multiple stock prices. To do that, I will open another Excel sheet. And then I will be copying this part. So in this sheet, I will be showing you how to enter more than one stock. It's slightly different. First of all, let's copy this code so that we will see Apple again. So this is Apple stock prices. So if you want to add, let's say Amazon and NVIDIA, Amazon and NVIDIA. So first you are supposed to convert these text to stock name, proper stock name with the tickers. So sometimes it might be, Excel might be confused. That's why it asks you which stock do you mean. So I mean this one, NVIDIA Corporation, net at NASDAQ. So if you pick it, you will see the texts converted to stock names. Okay, once you converted the text of the companies to stock tickers, the only thing you need to do is to use the same exact command, which is stock history. So equals stock history. I will pick the stock name, which is going to be Amazon, and then start date is going to be exactly the same. It is January 4th, 2021. And then I'm going to fix this date because I'm going to drag and drop to the right. And then end date, it's going to be fixed again, which is B3. And then the frequency is going to be daily. I want to see the header and identifier. The last thing is the close price. So I don't want to see the date. That's why I'm not going to pick 0 here. In the previous entry, I picked 0 here and 1 later on. Now I'm not going to do it. I will pick close only, not the date, because I already have the date in column A. So if you close the parentheses here and then hit enter, so you will see the Amazon stock prices. So the only thing you need to do is just drag it to the right. It's going to retrieve NVIDIA stock prices in the next column, etc., etc. So the only difference is in the first entry, I selected 7 parameters for Apple because I wanted to see the date. For the others, I didn't pick the date as a parameter. That's why I picked only 6 parameters. Another modification you might want to do is to see the stock prices in rows instead of columns. To do this, let's open another empty sheet. And then let's enter the start date and end date as January 4th, 2021, and today again. Let's assume that we are going to use Apple again. Let's convert it to Apple stock price. And now let's enter the parameters again. Stock history. Stock price is going to be Apple. And then start date is B1, which is January 4, 2021. End date is today, which is November 7, 2024. Now we want daily data. We don't want to see header because I will be using stock names as header, comma, close prices. Now, if you close the parenthesis, you are going to see the same exact thing that we did a moment ago, but we don't want to see the stock prices in columns, but in rows. Just to change this, we are going to write a command called transpose. So before the command stock history, write transpose and open the parenthesis and insert this whole command in the transpose command line. So if you close the parenthesis, you will see the stock prices now are in rows, not in columns. So again, let's add NVIDIA here, change it to stocks. Let's fix the date command here in Apple as B1 and then B2. So I'm going to drag and drop. So you are going to see the NVIDIA stock price is here. So the only thing missing here is the date column. The command is going to be well, a little complicated, but not too much. So basically we are going to first start with stock history, and then we are going to add transpose, and then we are going to use the index. Right here are the same commands starting from stock history. So stock history, I want to see Apple stock, and then the start date is the same B1, end date is B2, and then daily, no header. This time I'm going to add a date because I'm going to select that date column in a moment, and then close prices. So this is going to be, if I hit enter, I will see stock prices and the date, so 2 columns, but I'm not going to hit enter. So I add transpose here that I did a moment ago, like I did a moment ago. Once you write transpose, this is going to be in columns. Again, this command gives you 2 columns. First, the date column. Second, the Apple stock prices column. Transpose, which means that it will give you 2 rows. Date row, Apple row. But I'm not going to hit enter again. So I'm going to use only the date column, which is the first entry. So before the transpose, I'm going to write here index. At the end of the command, put comma and then put 1 here. So which means that of this command, I want to see only the first row of this command, which is the date. So when you hit enter, you will see the dates in the first row. You could have done the same command in the previous sheets, but this is just a different way of doing the same thing. Well, in this video, I did 3 things. The first one is I showed you how to retrieve single stock prices. In the second sheet, I showed you how to retrieve multiple stock prices. And then in the last sheet, I showed you how to retrieve stock prices in rows instead of columns. Well, that's all about today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to see you